Alright, so we're back on the PS4. Now I'm going to be showing you guys how to jailbreak your PS4. Now, this is going to be for version 9.00, which is the current highest jailbreak out right now. So not to get anybody mixed up, this is not for the highest PlayStation update. It's for the highest software that can be jailbroken. So if we go to our settings, scroll all the way down, go to System, then click System Information. You'll see System Software on version 9.00. So if yours is on anything higher than this, it's not going to work. So most likely, like most of you guys, are probably going to be on something higher than this. But if anybody is watching this who's into jailbreaking and is thinking about getting another PS4 to jailbreak and mod, this is the version of the software you're going to need. And just to clarify, the main question I get asked on these videos, is there a way to downgrade the version? And there's not. So you can't downgrade the version. You're going to have to just purchase like another PS4, which is mainly what everybody who mods and jailbreak consoles pretty much do. They always have like a backup console, so I recommend anybody who does want to mod their console to just buy another one, just in case you'll have a backup if anything goes wrong. Plus, on these PS4s, you can't get online anyway, so it's just for offline use only. So that's mainly everything out of the way before getting started here. So I do want to mention you are going to need a computer just for basically one step here. So even if you have to borrow a computer from a friend, like a laptop or whatever, you'll only need that once, but you are going to need a USB every time you do this. So just a computer for like just a brief moment, just to get the file onto the USB, and then you'll pretty much never need the computer again. So before we switch over to the computer and get the file on our USB, let's go into our settings here. Let's go to network. Let's just set this console up so it's ready to be jailbroken. So if we go into our settings, go to network, then go to set up internet connection. We're going to be putting a custom DNS setting in, so let's go ahead and click on use Wi-Fi here, click custom, and then it's going to ask for your Wi-Fi password, so just go ahead and connect to your Wi-Fi. Alright, so after you connect to your Wi-Fi, you'll have IP address settings. Just click automatic, DHCP host name, do not specify, and DNS setting, this is where you want to click manual, because we want a custom DNS setting here. So I do have mine already in, so just go ahead and copy this if you guys are jailbreaking for yourself. Now, there are going to be some people that put these DNS settings in even though they are on a higher PlayStation version than what I mentioned before. Rather, if you just skipped the beginning of the video and you just happen to land at this part of the video, if you do put these DNS settings in, it's just not going to work. So, but go ahead and put these DNS settings in if you are on version 9.00. Now we could go ahead and click next, MTU settings, click automatic, proxy server do not use, and internet settings updated. Just click circle. We don't have to test the internet connection. Just back out of your settings, and now we can go ahead and switch over to the computer. Alright, so we're on the computer now, so we are going to need two files here, or one file and one program. So I'll have both of these in the link down below, so I'll bring you to both of these pages here. So the first one is going to be the program that we need to run the file onto the USB. So go ahead and just click download, and then you'll see a countdown here, and then just wait for the countdown to be done, and then it should just install. So it should show up at the bottom here if you're using Chrome when you're done downloading it. So as you can see right there, and then also if you go to the next link, this will be the actual like jailbreak file. Once you're at this link, click on this exfat.img file, and then once you click on it, go ahead and go to the right, you'll see download. Just go ahead and download it, and then once that's done, it'll be at the bottom of the screen as well. Or wherever you have your files saved to when you download something. We can close out of these now, and now we can go ahead and run the Win Disk Manager here. So just go ahead and open it up. I did install it already. If you do get a prompt when opening, just go ahead and click yes. Well, like I said, I already have this installed, so just go ahead and go through the installation process. It's pretty easy, to be honest. So once you have it installed, open it up, click yes, and then this will show. So from here, we could plug in the USB. So mine is already plugged in here. And I'm actually going to, let's go ahead and format this USB, because I already have the jailbreak file loaded on here from when I first jailbroke my console. So I'll go ahead and format this USB for the tutorial purpose, I guess. Now, if you are going to do the same thing as me, just go ahead and make sure everything is basically default. Just the main thing that you want to change is the file system. Make sure this is FAT32. So just go ahead and just make sure that's selected. It's default for me, but I believe you can use exFAT as well. But just for me, I'm just going to click this since it's already selected and it's default. Then we could just go ahead and click start. This is going to wipe everything off the USB, so I'll just go ahead and let this load. So that's done. That literally took 1 second, so click OK. Now we can click close. So now the USB is fully empty. Now what we can do is go back to our Win Disk 32 Manager program, And once this is opened, go ahead and make sure your device is set to your USB. So my USB is letter E. Make sure yours, whatever letter, is also right here as well. And then click on this folder. We're going to browse for this jailbreak file. So click the folder. So my jailbreak file is on the desktop. So click desktop, and here it is. Just click it, then click open. And now what we're going to do is click write. So from here, this is also going to wipe everything out of your USB. Either way, if you didn't do the step that I just did earlier. So this is going to be a USB basically for running the jailbreak only. You're not going to be able to use this USB with this file on here. So you're going to have to like delete the file if you want to put other things on the USB. So if you do have multiple USBs like I do, just make sure you have a USB that's just dedicated for the jailbreak basically. And then just go ahead and click yes and just let that download. So there we go, write successful, click OK. And then we can now exit. So we're good to go. We could go back to our PS4. Alright, so now once we're back on the PS4, we can go ahead and open up our internet browser. So once we open up the internet browser, since we put the DNS settings in earlier, it should open up a web page. Let me actually close this. It's going to load hen, which is not what we want to do right now. So let's go ahead and delete this. Okay, so when you do open up your web page, it should load up this page. So if it doesn't, just go ahead and click triangle, then click circle, and then click the left D-pad. This will bring you to the main URL tab. So just go ahead and type in the URL at the top, and then just go to the site. So it should open this site since we put in those custom DNS settings in earlier, like basically the first steps of this video. So now once we're at this web page here, go ahead and click PS4 9.00, and this is where we're going to want to plug in our USB, or at least get ready to plug it in. We're not going to have the USB plugged in just yet. We're going to be waiting for the PS4 to tell us to plug it in. So go ahead and click on Gold Hen from here. This is going to load the jailbreak, or basically tell us to put the USB into the PS4 to load the jailbreak. So from here, we just pretty much wait for that notification. So this does take a minute, so I'm going to let this load real quick. Alright, so if you get this alert, just click circle, and it should just reload. So there it goes. And also, if this does stop moving, it's still loading, it just doesn't keep circling. So just go ahead and just let it sit here, and eventually it will load. It'll take maybe like 2 minutes tops. Okay, so this is the alert that we needed. So it says to insert the USB, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, USB is plugged in. We should get a notification on the top left that tells us. So there it is, the USB storage device file system is unsupported. Just click OK, and the jailbreak should run. So there we go, you're all set, and Gold Hen V2 loaded at the top left. So we are now fully jailbroken. So now from here, we can just close the internet browser, just click the PS button, and now if we go into our settings, scroll all the way up, we'll have an extra setting here that says Gold Hen. So we're pretty much fully jailbroken now, so we can scroll all the way down as well. We'll have debug settings, another added setting here. So click on that, you'll see all the debug setting options here. So it's pretty cool, but that's pretty much it. We are now fully jailbroken. Like I said, you do need a USB and a PC, but you only need the PC for one time. So let's just say you gotta get off your console, so you shut your PlayStation 4 off, and then you end up playing again later. So you turn it back on, and you want to run the jailbreak again. So you're gonna want to repeat the jailbreak step. So just go ahead and open up your internet browser. Once you turn on your PS4, the exploit page should load. Go ahead and click on PS4 9.00. Remember, your USB should not be plugged in yet until you go ahead and click on Gold Hen, and then it tells you to plug in the USB, and then you go ahead and do that, and then you let the jailbreak load. So that's pretty much all you're gonna want to do every time you turn on your PS4. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this, and if you guys did, leave a like, I'd appreciate that. And if you guys are new, subscribe, I'd appreciate that as well. And also what I do want to say is, whenever a new jailbreak does come out, I'll obviously make a video on that as well, just like this one. So if you guys want to like stay updated with that, then I guess subscribe. Either way, that's pretty much it. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.